All right, look. I really think I'm one of the most intellectual music people there is to know. I really be like doing my research, got the stats and all of that. I really just be like arguing mad people about music takes and all this and that. And I just want to go over some of my most controversial music takes that I've had and argue like on live and things like that with other people. And I'm talking like these got into some heated discussions. So, but I feel like they're controversial, but I can back them up at the same time. So here we're gonna start the first one. I got controversial hip hop takes. We're gonna start at the bottom right here. Click it, boom. I'm gonna zoom in on this for y'all. This says this has 13 takes, but I'm gonna try to choose like the most controversial one. I'm gonna say right there, Tory Lanez music over Drake. That one had people heated. That one that had a lot of people like I ain't gonna lie like discombobulated. They didn't understand that one. And this was like look at the date. This is April 6th, okay, and this is about a year ago. So think about at this time Drake probably I think he just got done dropping like CLB or something like nah probably a couple years. I think he got done dropping like Her Loss around this time or something like that. So the way I argue this is, I understand if you argue all Drake's career, because Drake's career is longer than Tory Lanez, so we get it. If you keep in the really early songs, so Drake had a long behind career, then he kind of over Tory Lanez popularity wise and career wise. But my music theory is, what have you done for me recently, y'all? And so I will be like this. I argue Tory Lanez's last three albums are better than Drake's last three albums, and that's facts. It's just facts. Last three, I'm telling you what it is, right? Tory Lanez had Sorry for What right before went into prison. He had Alone at Prom, and he had the Playboy album. Three masterpieces. The weakest one out of the big three, I say like Alone at Prom might be number one, Playboy might be number two, or you know what I'm saying, you can swap those. And number three was Sorry for What, his last album before he went in prison. But all three albums is amazing albums. If you take Drake's last three albums, but this is before For All the Dogs, even if you include For All the Dogs, it's still a weak resume. Drake's last three albums were The Views, Honestly Nevermind, and then it's CLB. Compare that to Alone at Prom, Playboy album, and Sorry for What by Tory Lanez, he's getting washed. I'm sorry. What have you done for me recently? He's getting washed. Moving on. J. Cole over Kendrick Lamar. Nowadays, we can't really argue that no more. But at that time, I had J. Cole over Kendrick Lamar. But after he copped the plea, we can't argue this no more. I'm done with this take. I don't care no more. And A Boogie's last album was fire. All right, now moving on this one. Let's see which one catches my eye. Right here, Tyler the Creator is better than the current Kanye. That's facts. Tyler the Creator is better than the current Kanye. I feel like Tyler the Creator is kind of similar to Kanye. He's very production heavy, like just like how Kanye is very production heavy, and he's very creative with his beats and everything. And we know this because Kanye even keeps him around. Like I remember Kanye invited him to one of his concerts, stuff like that. Controversial take. Moving on. Oh wait, I know y'all see one more up there. I see one to catch your eye. Y'all see that? Y'all see that take right there? Ice Spice over Playboy Cardi. That's a big one. Okay, people's gonna be very mad about that. I argued that to death. So let me explain Ice Spice over Playboy Cardi. Yeah, people can get mad. I know. I'm gonna hear a lot of angry people. I don't care though, cause I'm one of Playboy Cardi's biggest haters. I'm not even a hater. I'm just speaking facts. That man can say anything on a beat, and y'all will fall for it, and y'all will love it because it's Playboy Cardi. He can say I'm gonna, hudda, whoa. On a track, just those three lines over and over again. I'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's not understanding. It's a hype song. You don't get it. It's a hype song. So since it's a hype song, it don't gotta be lyrical. We just get hyped to it. Like, bro, I can yell any type of onomatopoeia on a good beat, and it could be a hype song. Like, come on now, Ice Spice. I'm not saying she's super talented. I'm not saying it. But I remember this year when I made this list, what was this, like last year? Ice Spice had 5 songs on Billboard in 1 year. Playboy Cardi, you're not dropping. I blame you. I can't blame nobody else but you for not dropping. So Ice Spice had more Billboard than you, and she was more consistent than you, and she still every song she dropped is basically a hit. I'm just saying. Moving on. Right here, we got which one the most controversial on here? Okay, let's see. Bruno Mars over the weekend. That's what I want to argue. Bruno Mars over the weekend. Is that controversial, y'all? Now, if y'all really think it's controversial, y'all might just be too young to really understand that Bruno Mars, he's one of the greatest artists of the generation. I feel like people compare the Weeknd to Michael Jackson. Really, I feel like Bruno Mars is the closest to Michael Jackson if he dropped more, but he don't really drop. He like be on hiatuses. But we all know like 10 years ago, Bruno Mars was him. He had the world in a chokehold. Every song he dropped is a hit. Even nowadays, when he drops with Silk Sonic, it's still a hit. No matter what song he dropped, it's a hit. He can drop with a group of people. He drop by himself. It's going to be a hit song. I remember like a couple years ago when I was in high school, drop a Cardi B. Cardi B? What you dropping with Cardi B for? It was hits. Hits on hits on he gets hits. He gets dropped something about Kodak Black and Gucci Mane. Smoke in the Sky. Hit. Like, whatever. Come on now. I think it was Wake Up in the Sky or something. I don't know. DDG's music isn't that bad. That is a very controversial take because people be hating on DDG. Stop hating. That's not cute, bro. Stop that hating stuff, bro. Listen, DDG music isn't that bad. I ain't gonna lie, y'all be glazing. Y'all be hating us, man, heavy. Y'all Illuminati glazers. I understand fan bases, they gonna go at it and stuff, and people as kids, people, most fan bases is kids, but So Illuminati and DDG been in the game so long, most of their fan bases is kind of grown up by now. So maybe it's not kids. I don't know. All I know is y'all be two-handed it, and y'all need to chill out with Ash Cash and this. Y'all really need to relax because DDG music really ain't that bad. It's not garbage. It's not. I'm not saying he's like a super successful artist or like his music is amazing, but like it's not that bad. Where y'all be calling the man. I ain't gonna say the name because I'm gonna bring it back. I'm not even gonna mention that. My lips is stuck. Okay, yeah. Moving on. Like I said, DDG music not that bad. It's actually pretty decent. If you're not a hater, you can acknowledge that it's decent. Moving on. Cardi B is overrated. Now, this is for my female, I guess, hip hop. I don't know if men pay attention to this. Dyslexia. I don't know if men pay too much attention to this, but men sit this down. Women, sweethearts, yeah. Y'all make the worst people, worst rappers famous because we got, you know what I'm saying? Y'all rap at the same thing. I know that's kind of going to be a little, that's super controversial. Maybe I'm about to get canceled by this. I'm going to say this. Cardi B is highly overrated. Y'all hold her to the same standard as Nicki. I got her beefing with Nicki, one of the GOATs of the generations that she was in, and y'all hold y'all hold Cardi B, y'all hold Cardi B to the same standard as Nicki. Y'all got her even she shouldn't be able to even beef with Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj is so big and Cardi B is a newer artist, kind of not new no more, but she was way newer than Nicki, and her rapping ability isn't nowhere near Nicki's. And y'all still like give her too much respect. Like every time she drop, it's like views on views on views, but it's like she ain't putting the work. And y'all like in female rap, the top rappers are like I ain't going like it's like Nicki, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and they shouldn't be that way because they're not even that good. Nicki Minaj is like miles ahead of them, but y'all hold her so close to the flame. It's just that, yeah, she overrated. That's what I gotta say. She don't write her own music. Partisan Fontaine wrote everybody music. So like, moving on. That's why I Spice so much because she actually writes her own raps, and you could tell because you think you'd be not even the fault. Like, who wrote that? Who really wrote that? Ice Spice. It had to be. Come on now. Moving on. Also, I say Yeet over Vamp Cardi. I stand on that. I just want to know that I stand on that. Yeet is way more unique sounded. Well, Vamp Cardi do got a unique sound, but they say he stole it from one of the activists. If you tapped in, you tapped in. You know. Boom. Moving on. Okay, here we go. People was mad that Kodak Black fell off. Look at the date too. Kodak Black did fall off at this time. I was actually correct. His album sold like 20K. Pistols and Pearls, I think it was at this time. And people try to say he was still on. My guy, if your album is selling 20K, you was not still on, gang. You're off. You fell off. I'm sorry. Like Kodak Black is a GOAT from the region he's from. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. So on live, I told y'all I used to do live. So on lives, I would do like verses and stuff. So I had Kodak Black in a verses and I chose him. I'm like, oh, I'm about to blow this guy out. He don't got as many hits as we think he do. Pull up his Billboard. Like, I want you to pull up his Billboard and really look at his hits. He got a couple little hood hits, but like he don't really got as many hits as I think he do. Like he got some big hits, like obviously Super Gremlin, whatever. Like that's a hit, but it's like he don't got as many hits as I think he do. He fell off. I'm sorry, and you know he fell off nowadays because it's a year later. But I made this list a year ago, so I was right. Just know I was right. And another one on here that people was kind of mad about. I said, and remember this is a year ago, back when people were still glazing YoungBoy. I said that Lil Durk and YoungBoy were equal. People were highly upset by that. You can guess why. The Glazers. Moving on. Here we go. So right here we got the most controversial one. I Show Speed over Playboy Cardi. Okay, I'm not a Cardi hater. I'm being honest. I Show Speed. I'm glad that guy's pretty talented in the studio. He be doing his thing. He has some catchy little anthems. If we go on catchiness for catchiness, I'm not gonna hold you. I'd rather play I Show Speed. People like, who play I Show Speed in the car? I ain't playing Playboy Cardi in the car, gang. I promise you, I'm not. I ain't playing Playboy Cardi in the car. So who I'm gonna play? If you get a choice. If you had a blicky to my head and said, choose one, I Show Speed or Playboy Cardi, I'm bumping that World Cup. That's it. Look, that's about soccer. I don't play soccer, but it's okay though. Like, what is Cardi gonna talk about that I want to hear? DRACO. I don't got Draco's, gang. I can't relate. Moving on. Like I said, and then the crazy thing is, I Show Speed. Was he on like a soccer commercial for the World Cup or something? Like, come on, gang. He's doing big things. He actually is pretty good musically. Obviously, it's a joke. He don't take music seriously. But if he did take it seriously, think about where his numbers would be, though. He got pretty good amount of streams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not taking music seriously. Imagine if he took music seriously. Playboy Cardi takes it seriously. Speed doesn't. So, therefore, if they both took it seriously and put the same amount of time into it, who would really be, like, more musically gifted? I'm not going to hold you. It could be Speed. Here we go. On to the next. People will be so mad. Oh my God, so many dislikes on this video, but I don't care. I stand on business. Right here, music talent takes. Which one got the people most heated? I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at that Eminem equals Lil Wayne one. People's mad, but that's kind of a race thing. I don't want to get into it. And we got Lil Uzi over Playboy Cardi. That's another one. Kanye over Drake. I don't think people was that mad about that. People was highly upset by the Coi Leray over Megan Thee Stallion one, and they were mad at Lil Yachty over 21 Savage one. Coi Leray over Megan Thee Stallion. Coi Leray is, dang, do I want to say underrated on this YouTube video? Because it's going to be remembered for all time. Coi Leray is, she's catchy. She tries. She's melodic. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna say that she has decent production. Her last album, Coi, great production. I don't know if it's her last album, but at the time of the list, it was her last album at the time. Megan Thee Stallion can do what? Only rap, and that's pretty much all in like twerk. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, gang? Talent for talent, and Coi Leray can twerk too, and she got less booty to work with. So really, if you think about the talent, Coi Leray takes it. My hat's off. I'm just saying. And yeah, and Megan Thee Stallion doesn't even write her raps. So really, can she even rap? Now, I know Coi Leray don't write either, but she's a melodic artist. Most singing or melodic artists don't write their music, but the lyrical ones should, because you're lyrical. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to write them. Moving on. Oh, Lil Yachty and 21 Savage. Lil Yachty, melodic. He can rap. We heard him on the Detroit beats. You know what I'm saying? He can rap. He started his own group up. He's really him. 21 Savage, he can rap too, but it's like he kind of got that same flow every song. Like, you know the 21 Savage flow. You know. You heard the Her Loss album. You heard all the albums. You heard all 21 Savage songs. He has like dang near the same flow, same kind of technique to his rapping. And Lil Yachty, he's very versatile. Versatility goes into big talent. Like, it goes into talent a lot, guys. Think about we're not saying who's better. We're saying who's more talented. Now, who's more successful. And he's friends with Drake. That takes talent, too. You went from being a mumble rapper to becoming friends with Drake. That takes talent, gang. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Next one. I might get so much hate for this, but I don't care. Ice Spice is underrated. I'm going to say it. Ice Spice is underrated. Now, everybody clip that and send it to Ice Spice. Okay, moving on. Who's the best duo? I really be spitting with these. I ain't going to really pick one with these. I just want y'all to show my intellectual, my intellect right here. So, who's the best duo? Drake, 21 Savage. Yeah, come on now. They tough. Juice WRLD. Oh, this is not an order, by the way. This is just like asking which one of these is the best duo. But these are great duos, though. Juice WRLD, Ski Mask, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, Tyler Creator, Frank Ocean, X and Ski Mask, Lil Yachty and T Grizzly, Trippie Juice WRLD, A Boogie, and P&B Rock. These is some tough duos. If you had to ask me which one's the best one, I'm glad I don't remember which one I picked. But yeah, pick whatever which one y'all want. And we got the last take. Now, I got more takes on top of this. I just didn't feel like looking for them all, but if y'all want to see more takes or whatever, or see like my best takes, these are just controversial. Y'all can see my best takes. I'll also, like, I'm honest, I can show y'all my worst takes as well. Like, I can show you like the ones I fumbled. But like right here, it's best one hit wonders. So number one, we got Bobby Shmurda. Hot, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody know about that. You know what I'm saying? Blueface, Bleed It. Come on now. Black Boy JB, Look Alive. We know, like, you know what I'm saying? He said in an interview, he literally said, the song was bigger than me. I wasn't really blowing up. The song blew up. That's low-key facts. He was spitting. Lil Xan, Betrayed. That song low-key fire. That was really his only hit. I'm not going to hold you. Coi Leray, Twin of Them, that's not really her hit. She had like a hit with Lil Durk. Maybe she's not a one-hit one. She kind of is. I'm going to be honest. Even if you got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, you low-key still a one-hit wonder to me. I'm sorry, but whatever. Lil Skies, Red Roses. This is one of my takes. I kind of fumble. People say, oh, he has more hits than that. Well, it's really a hit, though. It got to be like dang near on Billboard to be a hit or platinum. Like, this was like the song that blew him up. I don't know if the other songs were hit. He had good songs, great songs, but like, were they hits, though? Who knows? Well, I know, because I listened to those guys a lot back then. But so, Pooh Shiesty, Back in Blood. People say that wasn't his only hit. I feel like it is, because they're talking about hood hits. This is his only actual hit. Lil Tecca, Ransom. I love Lil Tecca music. People was hating me for this. I guess I deserve the hate, but to me, that's like his only mainstream hit. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. So Fago, Knock Knock. People argue me about this too, but I feel like this is his only mainstream hit. Again, he has TikTok hits. He has like underground hits. Like people said, like, you know what I'm saying, songs like Everyday, Off the Map, but it's like those aren't mainstream hit. Those aren't mainstream known. Like the average person won't know that. If you play Knock Knock, they be like, oh, I heard they're on TikTok. So that's me. That's why he's only one hit wonder. Cap G, Girlfriend. People don't know who that is no more. If you know, you know. Back then, you gotta be a little older like me, I guess. And Jadena, Classic Man. If you wondering what song it is, you can be like me, even look this clean. I'm a classic man. Yeah, go on. I'm sorry for y'all ear cords, whatever, but yeah, that right there. Yeah. All right, yeah, that's really all I got for y'all. So like those some of my takes. Like I really feel like most of my takes I can explain them if you let me explain them. I don't really want to go too in depth because I want the video to be too long. But if y'all got any questions, just comment them down below. I'm willing to argue with anybody. I'm making another video with some of my best takes, some of my worst takes where I fumbled. And if you want me to go into depth and explain any of these, I really can, and we can really get the debating for real. You know what I'm saying? That's really all. Subscribe, like all that. I'm out.